What up, Lazy here as always. In this episode we're back on Forza Horizon 5 and I feel like going drifting. So I want to build this up, the Datsun 510. So this should be pretty interesting. So let's jump in and get this build started. Okay, so for this build there are a few engine swaps that are available. But honestly I want to stick with the stock engine for this one. Yep, so we just leave that where it is. I'm definitely leaving it rear-wheel drive. I'm definitely going to turbo it though. And this does have a wide body kit, but I'm not going to put it on, but the tune will be in this video, so you can run it if you want. Alright, now jumping into the body. I actually really like the look of it, how it is. So I'm just going to leave it pretty much all stock. Usually I dechrome it, but I'm not going to do that for this one. Alright, so for the tyre compound, I'm going to leave that stock. For the front tyre width, I'm going to go up to a 205. Yep, and for the rear, I'm going to go with a 225, which is right there. So, as for the sizes though, I'm going to go up to 15s all round. Yep, right there. And for the rims, there's a set in here I want to go for, and that are these, the Work VS XXs. They work really well with this car. Awesome, now we can jump into the drivetrain. Definitely going to need an upgraded clutch. Yep, this comes stock with a 5-speed, so I'm going to leave that in it. I'm just going to go up to a sport transmission. I'm definitely going to max out the drive shaft, and I'm going to chuck in the drift diff, which is right there. Alright, jumping into here. I'm definitely going to go with the brake upgrade and drift suspension. Actually, that looks pretty good. It sucks that there's no wheel spaces though, but there's nothing I can really do about that. We'll max out the sway bars in the front and in the rear. Definitely no cage, and we'll chuck the weight reduction on now. 1,791. That's actually really light. Cool. Now, as for the engine, I'm just going to go through and completely max it out. It's not going to be the most powerful in the world. We're just going to be running 331 horsepower and 286 foot-pounds. But this thing is super light, so we should be able to chuck it around real easy. Yep. Just continue going through and putting everything on. We'll get our final numbers when we put the flywheel on. Yeah, 331, 286 at 1815. I can make that work. Awesome. So there is the build done. The paint is also done. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. It is much appreciated. Cheers. Now let's drop on a tune. Okay, so since this car is low horsepower, low torque, it's going to need a little bit to help it slide. So I'm going to bring the tire pressures up to 33 psi in the front and in the rear. For the gearing, I'm going to push this towards acceleration to a 327. Yep, that should put third and fourth in a nice spot, even though we'll be running fourth. For the alignment, I'm going 3.5 negative camber in the front and 2.5 negative camber in the rear with 0.2 toe out. All the rest of the suspension is fine. If you want to download this tune, share codes at the bottom of the screen. For the brakes, I'm going with my usual 30, 140. That's too far. Just bring that back to right there. And as for the diff, we'll bring this up to 100, and it's already at 0 decel. Awesome, so there's the tune done. Now let's give this thing a rip. awesome. So there we go, 1.1 mil. Isn't too bad at all. I was really thinking this was going to get like 1 million at max. But honestly, because this thing is so slow, you really have time to plan out your transition and what line you want to take. And yeah, overall, I'm super happy with this. But that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.